Good morning. How are we doing? What's going on? All right. See if we can get things going here. All right. Hey, what's up, Esar? I think I'm getting things situated here. Here we go. Do that. Do this. Do this. Click on this. Oh my goodness. I've been so busy lately. With mom in town, with my son with me. We just got so much going on, man. It's been a nutty week. And it's not even over yet. Not even over yet. So, yeah. All right. I'm going to put down a fire here. I think we're going to try to get to level 28. And then we'll go from there. We'll figure out what we're going to do. I'm always sleeping during your streams because I'm a DJ in hours, but wanted to let you know you're a legend and keep doing your thing. Thank you so much, Joe. I appreciate it, bud. I'm going to keep trying to do what I can to make this game better and spread the good word. But I can't do it without you all, so thank you so much for being here. I do appreciate it. And yeah, hopefully we keep making a fun, awesome community. Hopefully it keeps growing, too. Hopefully it keeps growing. We're going to try to figure out a way. Oh, I should probably talk to Burl about that. We're gonna do some key giveaways. At least one key giveaway today. Okay, yeah, I was just checking to see. I have 3 total keys that we can give away. You have one, yeah, with Isar, and Burl, and then I have another one that we can give away. So that's what I was checking on real quick. Or not keys, but access that we can give away. So we'll work on that. Wait, do we want to do Feral Spirit or? Yeah, Feral Spirit. Okay. Good morning. It's over 9,000. How you doing, bud? Let's go ahead and send in our pet. Yikes. This is going to be a tough fight again. Let's see what we can do. I'll go attack you. There we go. All right, let's see what we can do here. Hopefully. Oh my goodness gracious. My pet is getting destroyed already. Now I'm getting destroyed. See if we can break this room. I don't know if we can or not. We're going to try. We're going to give it a good old college try. Come on, die. 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 Oh, come on. Jeez Louise, why does that last little bit of health always take so long? Oh, great. We got an ambusher now on me. God bless. Oh, and now we got another one. I'm definitely dead. God bless, dude. How did we get 2 ambushers? Or like an ambusher and the other guy? Like, what the heck was that? I knew this was going to be a bad idea trying to break that camp. I just knew it was going to be a bad idea. That's okay. I should have just stayed. I should have stayed here yesterday a little bit longer and gotten to 28. That would have made it easier. But 2 more ads and they attacked me and not the orcs. It's not good. That's all right. Oh well, oh well. Like I probably could have worked that out and killed just the 3. What I probably should have done is waited until the ambusher walked in. That's the best time to go and attack him, but I wasn't sure on the pathing. Oh, well. What you gonna do? Remind me of playing EQ. Having to yell and chat. Yeah, train. I would have definitely had to do something there, but I was already low on health. When those 2 ads came in, it was pretty much over at that point. When it was 1 ad, it was like, this is trouble. When the second ad came in, it's over. There was no possible way I was dealing with that. I have struggled for this level, though. I have really struggled. You notice something glowing in the rock ahead of me. What? Why am I not zoning in? Did they break this zone? What? What the heck? How do we get back into Blacktide Bay now? This thing is just spamming. Is something glowing in the rock ahead of you? This keeps doing this. There it goes again. Whoa. I don't know how to get back to my corpse. Did they say anything about Blacktide Bay? Like, can't get in? Whoops. I don't know what that was. No. No news. No announcements. Well, I don't know what to do. I guess I need a petition. I can't get back inside the dungeon. And my corpse is in there. Other GM assistants, I guess. Let's see, I died in Blacktide Bay. And when returning to the entrance in Evershade Weld, I cannot zone back in to retrieve my corpse. Like, did they change the entrance requirements? I don't understand what happened here. I'm talking to Trent, trying to figure out what's going on. I did a reload and it let me zone in. All right, we got it all. We got it all worked out. That's weird, man. I don't know why. That was really weird. Had to do a reload to zone into Black Tide Bay. Like, what the heck? Let's see. Can we sneak behind this guy using our sneaky sneak? Meow. He didn't see me. You get trained again? No. Well, no, not really. I was trying to clear that one room, and I killed one mob, and then 2 more came in behind me and killed me. So, but then I couldn't zone back in, Burl. It was weird. All right, let's sneak behind this guy. And oh, see, I didn't sneak behind. Oh my gosh, why am I running backwards? What the heck is happening? Come on, pet. Jeez Louise. I'm struggling today. Struggling. Well, we'll see how today goes. This may not work out well, but whatever. Hey, what's going on? Welcome, welcome. All right, let's do that. I shouldn't have to kill all these. I should be able to just squeeze past them. Expecting you to be British for some reason? What? British? I'm not British. It's the best I can do for you. That's probably offensive to somebody. You're American? I am, yes. Yes, I am American, born and raised. From Cali? I am in South Carolina. All right, let's get rid of that. Oops, grab this. All right, pet. Here, let's go ahead and... Oh my gosh, it's doing that stupid bug again. There it goes. Country boy? Nah. I mean, I wouldn't call it the country. All right, we were able to get past that one. And we should be able to get to our corpse right there. Perfect. All right, let's... All right, now that we've lost our XP, that's fun. Always love losing XP. My favorite pastime. Absolutely favorite pastime. So 28, we're going to get this. Attune your aquatic beast. Increasing your air content. Okay. I wonder why they do this. I wonder why they say your air consumption by 80%. Like, does it decreases your air consumption? So if they did 100%, you would not lose air. So it's just you don't gain 80%. You gain a lot more. You only spend 20%. So it's like you gain like 500% air capacity, basically. That's what it seems like. It is fun losing XP? No. You travel out of state or country much? I've traveled quite a bit in my life, yeah. It's probably multiplicative, not additive. Yeah, I don't know how it works. All right, we got to get... I don't know what to do here. These... The rat's going to definitely come, but I want to kill these. We're going to kill these. Hopefully quickly. Before the rats come. Oops. Come on, Waspy. Put in the work, Waspy. Do it. Oh, great. Now we got the ambusher again. See, that's what happened last time. Like, what the heck, dude? Why are they making this so difficult for me? Oops. Give that C Invis necklace? Yeah, I do. I just wish that the ambusher would like attack the orcs. That'd make it easier for me. With 2 cloth bandages, that'd be better than 1 heavy cloth, I think. Alright, you sit. You do this, and then this. I think we need to charge in ASAP. To get these other 2. before they respawn. Nope, they've already respawned. God bless. Come on, man. Got hair in my mouth. Get up here, dum-dum. Do you feel like the last few months this game has gone in the right direction? In some ways, yes. In other ways, no. It depends. It really depends. Oh, we weren't in predatory stance that whole time. That would have helped. There's a few things they've done right and a few things they've done wrong lately. Well, in my opinion. I mean, it's completely opinion-based. Oh, these are only doing 4 health? Oh, gosh. That's terrible. Oh, that's good. We need this. Oops, that goes... Make some more bandages. Okay, well, I need the ambusher. Where does that one spawn at? What the heck is happening? I needed ambusher to go in there and fight some monsters. I don't know, maybe we'll just explore some more in here and see if we can find other places to go. Because there's a lot more to this area. So we're there. Yeah, let's go explore some in here. That can be what we do today for a little bit. Do a little exploring. And then we're going to do some sort of access giveaway to beta access giveaway if we can. Come on, Waspy, come with me. I wanted to clear this room out, but let's go this way. So this goes here. I don't know what's in this room. Check that out. Let's kill this snarer. Oh, I didn't cast Feral Spirit, did I? Kind of a weird name. It's called a snarer, and it's sitting there nuking me. Wait, this snarer has a pet. What the heck? Are they different classes for different... Like, the snares aren't like one of like the same class as another snare. Feels weird. I feel like the fizzle rate, resist rate, TTK, mob abilities, itemization, general progression feels quite off base at this point. It is all over the place. You are correct. Yeah, it's very much all over the place. They have been trying to do a lot of reworks. Reworks are promising but extremely slow and get the data. Yeah, it's Yeah, it's not great. It's not great. Like they're currently they are working on a lot of different systems. Like they're working on the class rework. Oh, and there's another ambusher. Golly, dude. These rats. They're working on the class reworks at the same time as they're trying to adjust TTK to get it where they want it to be. Can't really adjust TTK until they get all the class reworks in. Otherwise, they're just going to have to do it all again. And then they got to balance all the classes. But you're absolutely right. Yeah, some of this stuff just feels really bad right now. Absolutely feels really bad. Do you know how much Vile Bastard Sword goes for? I do not know. I have no idea how much it goes for. I do have one that I'm going to probably put on this character once I get him to level 40. You never seen one sold in PvP? Yeah, it's not the easiest thing to get. All right, what's in this room? I don't know what's in there. Let's go this way. And down here, if we go down there, it goes around a big rock. There's a room. There's a room down here. Let's go check it out. Shawarma. Shawarma. PvP population has tanked the past month. Sub 100 players at a time. Economy's dead. Almost no one above level 40. I'm actually shocked you have the mental fortitude to keep going. I commend you. Yeah, I mean, I can keep going. Like, it's... You know, I'm here to help beta test. I'm here to help make the game better. I'm also not on the PvP server. There's 266 people currently on the PvE server right now. But yeah, I would say that the game has definitely had a bit of a falling off recently. Yeah, let's back up. Can we get all? I don't know if we can do this here. Oop, I meant to say stay. Do these roam? I don't think that they roam. Yeah, I'm sticking to it. Like, that's one thing about me. I'm not gonna just walk away from a game because, you know, things start to go sideways. I'm, believe it or not, still excited about this game. Oh boy, we're gonna get an ad. Yeah, we're just going to run around and explore here a little bit today, I think. I mean, we're going to get very little XP unless we find a good spot to actually sit and camp. But that is okay. This is what's really nice, though. You can sit here and slaughter green and light blue mobs and still get decent XP. You know, this is something that I've been trying to say to people about even, you know, if you can't kill stuff that's higher level than you, of course, if you can, that's better XP, but... No, a good shield for a Shadow Knight? Yeah, there's a few good ones. There's one you can get in Wormsbane. Something Night Shield or something like that. Best shield you're going to be able to get right now is probably the shield. There's a haste shield up in Upper Salmon. Upper Saman. Okay, what's this room? Hoarder. That looks like it's going to be a named. All right, we only got 2. Let's check out this room for a minute. Good morning, Don. How you doing, bud? Aident from Viper Cave off the Gymless Staff Lady. There you go. Yeah, the best one you're probably going to find, there's a 40% or 20% haste shield. That's really good for Shadow Knights and Paladins and Inquisitors. Because then you don't have to get the haste belt. It'd be better if you can get the haste belt. But, yeah. I'm doing all right. Kind of hanging in there. If I didn't die this morning, I'd be doing better. Let's grab this guy. Come here, buddy. And then we'll kill those last 3 together. We'll go in there. These are all green cons, so these are all actually pretty easy. But they're still giving XP, so. No one willing to do that haste belt camp much. Fear is problematic. Why is fear problematic? Did they change something with it recently? Gotta make sure you interrupt those fears. That area is just so mob dense. If you miss one, it's incredibly easy to wipe. Oh, yeah. I mean, the easiest way is to pull outside of that room. Don't, you know, like, a lot of people like to fight inside of there, and you got to be paying attention if you fight inside of there. But if you pull them outside, it's really not that bad. Yeah, I don't know why so many people want to go in there and stand on top of the spawn. It's crazy. Hey, to go right into a question. It's all good. I know Elementalist hasn't had his rework. Do you think the Beast Pet is on par or better than Elemental Pet in the current iteration? I would say they're better currently. The main benefit you get from Elementalist pets right now is the AoE buff for your group. So you'll get a buff that what everybody uses is the air buff, so everybody gets more attack. But yeah, overall the Beastmaster pet is better for sure. All right, we're gonna go kind of explore this way. People want to camp the hallway. Hovarth, Casco, 2 named. Yeah. Higher risk reward. You can pull both named if you camp outside, too. You can literally... It depends on how quickly your group can pull. But you don't have to go all the way in there. Golly, this is dark. Holy moly, guys. This is what, like, I feel like the game should be. If you're gonna make some dark areas, make it inside of a cave like this. But that is stinking dark. All right, let's go up this way instead. Time to bust out a torch? Yeah, I don't have a torch. I don't have one. I could probably make one. Yeah, I could make one, actually. No, I can't. Oh, I don't have resin. Yeah, I need resin. But I could make one if I had resin. Yeah, I don't. Alright, what's this room? Yeah, no infravision buff for me. Not right now. That is a rough room to pull right there. Holy moly. Did any of those... path? I don't know if I want to go that way. Well, we can go back the other way. Did you try the new pounce animation? Works great, feels fun. I have not tried it yet, actually. We need to try that. Here, let's... Why does it do this? Why does it clear out your abilities sometimes? It's so annoying. Is that a new bug or something? Where's pounce? Is it on that first page? Kick? Or is it under skills? No. Oh, you know what? I think I put it in the back of my book. I didn't put it there. I put strike there. Where the heck did it go? Am I completely missing it? No, 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 no. Oh, no, 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 no. Pounce. There it is. Jeez. Completely missing it. Alright, let's try it on this guy. Whee! Yeah, that works. I mean, does it do anything other than just move you forward? Let's see. Leap forward, deal 100% weapon damage. Increase your movement speed of your pet by 75%. Okay, so just lets your pet get in the fight faster. Alright, we need to go this way. The heck am I? I should probably have kick up though instead of pounce. So I could buff Feral Spirit. And then move pounce there. And then put kick in. Whee! That's fun little ability, I guess. What the heck? We got spawned on. Spawned on. Elementals with air pat, you can AFK, so do 75% effective damage. Yeah, you kind of can, yeah. Hey, bro, do you want to get the, whatchamacallit? The link? Do you have the link? We just share it with everybody. I could share it, I guess. Let me see if I can do that. Day and time for polling. We'll do it today in a little bit. We'll just do it today. Or we could do it tomorrow around the same time. Give people 24 hours to actually do it and then pull it tomorrow. What do you guys think? We've got I've got 3 beta keys to give away. We'll do at least 1 or 2. Who's the third? We know for sure. I already have a link to it. They sent me the link. So I can just share it with somebody else. I haven't clicked it or anything. But I'll use that one first just in case it doesn't work for some reason. For 10 a.m. EST tomorrow? Perfect. That'll work. Yeah, let's do that, and then we'll let people do that, and I'll put it in Discord as well, so people can use Discord if they want to. Still digging the Beastmaster? I am. Yeah, Beastmaster's fun. It's a fun class. You only win on Twitch? Nope. You'll be able to win. It's based on email, so you'll be able to. Twitch, YouTube, etc. But you do have to be here to win. So we'll do the drawing tomorrow at 10 a.m. on stream. And yeah, we'll do it that way. Good morning. How the Beastmaster tweaks feeling? They're feeling good to me. Oh shoot, how many did I just get? Oh boy. Oh geez Louise. This is not good. I'm gonna die again. I have no way to heal myself right at the moment. Ah, there we go. Get him off of me. Alright, we'll leave the skeleton on me. There we go. There we go. By George, I think we've done it. Maybe. Maybe we've done it here. Oh, these mobs are really... These are low level, so it's not really too bad. Whoops. Do that over here, over here. Oh, shoot. We can make lots of bandages. This is good. Okay. The heck? This ambusher just stunned me. How dare you stun me, sir? Link is ready for a command. Oh, I guess yeah, I could put it into a command. All right. Let's see what we can do here. Well, the command won't work for YouTube. It'll only work on Twitch. But we'll do that, because that should go to both Twitch and YouTube for now. But let me see if I can set up a command. I don't think it'll work for YouTube. Let's see. I don't know if I have commands that work with YouTube or not. I have no idea. I have to look at the thing. Know anyone selling embezzlers, golden kilt, or enchanted linen pants? I mean, I could make... Well, I can't make enchanted linen pants. I can make cotton ones. Chatbot. Commands. Actually, it says... It says it's for both. Yeah, Twitch and YouTube. So we'll try it out. We'll see what we can do here. Custom command. What are we going to call it? Exclamation point giveaway, you think? Giveaway? Or no, we'll do beta. Beta. Access. Exclamation point beta access. Response. It says in the form must be present to win, etc., 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 right? Cooldown. We're going to do a cooldown in their platform. All 3 platforms. Everyone can do it. We'll do a 60-second cooldown, so it can only be spammed every 60 seconds. And that should do it. Let's give it a whirl and see what happens. Exclamation point, beta. I think it has to be a capital B. Let me see. Beta access. It might have to be capital B. I don't know why it's case sensitive. There it goes. Yep. Boom. It's not showing up in YouTube. That's what I was saying. Like, I don't know why it doesn't show up in YouTube. It's really weird. It's very finicky. but it's supposed to. Yeah, it's not showing up. We'll have to figure out how to make it show up, but they can also get the link. We'll put it in Discord too. Let me see if I can change the title. Save all. And then I have to go shoot. This is all weird. Probably changed my It changed my category when I did that. It's so dumb, dude. I don't understand why they make this so complicated to do some of this stuff. We'll get there. We're going to get there, ladies and gentlemen. We'll get there. Why can't I change Stream Manager? What the heck, dude? Why can't I not change the title? Or the game category? Stream info, there we go. All right, there we go. That should be done. Okay, let's keep going this way and see where this leads. I mean, I kind of know where it leads, but let's check it out. Okay, so that's that room there. Let's go this way. Why do I not play EQ Legends? Because I don't want to play a solo MMO. If I'm going to play an ARPG, it'll be Diablo or Path of Exile. And that's pretty much all EQ Legends is now, is an ARPG. And I don't like Daybreak as a company. If you really want me to be honest about it, Daybreak is very, they're all about the money. They tell you they're going to have a beta test, have you buy, like an open beta test, have you buy the game for $20 to get in the beta test, tell you it's going to be a $9 fee or monthly sub, and then after everybody orders the beta or pre-orders, then they're like, oh, by the way, we're also going to have a cash shop. Just by the way. It's like, what? Like, are you serious? Like, what? Why didn't you tell everybody that up front? I mean, we kind of all knew it was coming for those that kind of follow Daybreak. But for those that don't keep up with Daybreak and who they are and how they function, it was kind of like a surprise, you know? I don't know. Terrible company. I'm not gonna support a terrible company. They can all rot. I think I'll get a month out of the $20 just in time to quit and switch to Monsters Memories. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, get a month out of it. And then, like, how I look at it is if you really want to, spend the $20, play EQ Legends for the month of, what is it going to be, August? And then take a little bit of time off for September, and then come back to Monsters and Memories in October. That's what I would recommend for people that really want to play it. You're going to get plenty of time into EverQuest Legends and pretty much do everything that you would probably want to do. And you're going to just be like, okay, I'm good. I'm good with EverQuest Legends. I don't need to play it anymore. I would imagine a month is plenty of time for that. Holy moly, dude. Where did all these... What? What the heck? There was nothing here just a second ago. That was weird. Box price plus sub plus MTX. Yeah. It's got all three. There are so many other better games coming out in August, September. There's so many, dude. It's just nuts. Like, I might try to play some other games here soon. Right now, I've just been so busy. My son's in town, my mom's in town. My son is staying with me right now for 10 days. So I've just been super busy. I don't have time to even barely play and stream this game right now. But yeah, I want to play some other games. How many months left for release for this game? 2.5. So October 1st is the release, is the early access for this game. So it's not far. It's really not far off. Seems crazy for a 27-year-old game. Yeah. There's a reason I'm not playing it, Dream. There's a reason. I think that they are just trying to grab. It's just a money grab. It's just a money grab, and they're just, you know, just how they are. I don't support terrible companies. I won't play EA games, for example. I don't like EA, so I don't play their games. You know, maybe I'm different than most content creators, and they'll play whatever gets them the most views, but I don't do that. You guys talking about EQ Legends? Yeah. Ubisoft right now is another one that I'm kind of like, I used to love Ubisoft. I love their games. I love Assassin's Creed games. And I kind of want to play the new Black Flag. But that's another one of those companies right now that I'm just like, you're not a quadruple A company. Stop saying that you are. So I'm kind of stepping away from Ubisoft. Like, I stream on principle more than I stream for a game. Like, I'm gonna advertise and help games that I feel like are worth playing and that kind of thing. All right, we got to go. Let's see. We went this way. is there. So we're coming up here. Okay, I want to see what's up this way. I don't think there's anything right here. This is just an end. I feel like this is going to end up being a quest. This is probably a good like spot to camp for like a duo or something. Blizzard. I'll play Blizzard games. I like Diablo. So I'll play some Blizzard games. Yeah, I don't mind them. They're not as predatory, in my opinion, at least. I mean, every company's a little bit predatory. They're all about the money. That's that dark hallway that the other end of the dark hallway we're in a few minutes ago. Force you to make a separate account, play their games. Yeah, I'm not going to do all that. I'm just not going to play them. Like, we got to speak with our money. We got to speak with our pocketbooks, you know? Like, you can't... These companies are going to keep doing it to us if we keep buying their games and playing their games and streaming their games and talking about their games. They're going to be like, we're making money. Why would we stop doing that? And I don't blame them. I mean, if I were in that business as well, I'd probably do the same thing. But I'm not going to keep giving them money. Black Flag Resynced has been generally great. Wait for a sale. Yeah, I want to play it. I really do. Black Flag was my favorite Assassin's Creed game by a pretty big margin. I'm still playing Final Fantasy 11 all these years, but it's becoming real stale at the moment. Oh, that's a bummer, man. Well, look forward to this game's coming out. Black Flag was a great Assassin's Creed game, especially since it didn't feel like an Assassin's Creed game. Yeah, it felt like a pirate. Like you're just a pirate going out on pirate ships. Some of the best part of Black Flag was the pirate ships and just going out and having these pirate battles. I absolutely loved that. It was so much fun. Like how Ubisoft an amazing ship combat Black Flag and then made Skull and Bones. Yeah, like what the heck, dude? The shanties were fun. They were super fun. Yeah. Have you tested the mastery system in Pantheon? I have not logged into Pantheon since the first round of PTR testing, and it was an absolute joke and a disaster. And I decided that I am not playing Pantheon unless they actually come out in 1.0. Visionary Realms is another one of those companies that I just feel like is never going to actually release a solid game. They're just doing terrible things over there, honestly. Like, I hate to say it. I want to support Pantheon as the game, and I want to support the devs. I don't know who's making the bad decisions over there, but whomever is making the bad decisions needs to stop because they're ruining what could be a good thing. I just can't get behind Pantheon. Not again. Like, I played Pantheon for 3,000 hours when it first came out. I played it a lot. And they just kept screwing it up. That's all I can say. Kept ruining it. Can't bring myself to play an Ubisoft game anymore. The amount of filler turns me off. Yeah. What's the bad decision? I only played first test, not even PTR. The problem is that they keep reinventing the wheel with Pantheon. They're like, okay, well, this week we're going to do this, and this week we're going to do this, and this week we're going to do that. And they're just throwing spaghetti up on the wall to see if it sticks. That's literally all they're doing. And they're hoping that they just miraculously make a game. So think, have you ever heard the adage where they say, if you throw a million monkeys in a room, one of them will play Beethoven, right? That's basically Visionary Realms at the moment. Is they just threw a bunch of people into a room and decided to do whatever you want and see what the heck happens, and hopefully we actually end up with a good game. They don't seem to have any type of rhyme, reason, they have a vision. We want to be Beethoven, right? We want to be the next big MMORPG, but they don't know how they're going to get there. They don't know what pressing certain keys does on the piano. They're just like, ding, 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 and it's just, what are you guys doing over there? They have no clue. So I'm tired of spending a ton of time on their game and giving them feedback for them to just be like, you don't know what you're talking about. I'm like, okay, cool. Clearly, I don't know what I'm talking about. Clearly, you don't know how to make a game. So that's where we're at with it. So, I hate to pick on them, right? I hate to pick on them about it. I don't find joy in picking on game developers at all. But at the end of the day, we have to draw a line somewhere, right? Got to draw a line, and you got to say, once we hit that line, we're not going to continue. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me 1,000 times. I mean, it's kind of my fault. All right, sorry, I'm trying to find where I'm going here. I went that way, and I went that way. We went around there. So this room, I don't know what's in this room. Shawarma. There's a bunch of shawarmers in here. Oh, so at the back right corner. Okay, so that's a hole. You could drop down in that hole and go into a lower portion. And if you go back here into the dark area, you can actually get to it too. Okay. Played Pantheon for 600 hours. Love the game, but the direction was bad. Yep. They got to get rid of the staff. They're bad. Yeah, exactly. They got to change something up, and they're not doing that. Last thing I read about Pantheon is that they're now redesigning the wizard class. Yeah, they have 15 years. Yeah, they've redesigned so many things in Pantheon. All right, let's go down here. I want to check out what's in this room to my left. All right, so let's grab this guy. We're just kind of exploring today as I'm reading chat and exploring through Black Tide Bay. So if you're interested in seeing what's inside of Black Tide Bay, that's what we're doing. We'll get through as much as we can. Which is unfortunate because their dungeons are beautifully made. Well, one dungeon is beautifully made in Pantheon. But the thing is, that dungeon layout, everything about that dungeon was actually created from the Pantheon team, 10 years ago. And that's why that dungeon looks good. Their current team doesn't do that. They don't have, to my knowledge, I mean, I could be completely wrong on this. To my knowledge, they don't really have an art department. They're just buying assets off of the store, and yeah, the whole thing just feels bad. Remember when they did the survival mode? Oh yeah, the 247. Yeah, that was like, what? What the heck are you doing? That 247 thing was kind of, whew. Yeah, unfortunately, here's the thing about Pantheon is not doing anything that is going to entice people to want to go and work for them and develop a game. When I say, like, hey, you want to come work for my company, you got to kind of show me. You need to prove to me that your company's worth working for, right? Now, if you're a brand new game developer or something like that, then, ooh, we got a named in here? What is this guy? Acolyte of Visru. Oh, shoot. Holy moly, that's not good. How many did I pull? I got a whole bunch of people here. I probably should run out of here. Run away! I am liking the Beastmaster. Yeah, Beastmaster's fun. I'm going to run while I still have some health. I don't want to go that way. Oh boy, we're going to get more monsters. Nice. I'm very, very sneaky. Oh, no, we don't. We want to go this way, I think. Oh, shoot. Oh, geez. Oh, boy. I don't know where I'm going. This is not good. I am extremely lost. Like, extremely lost now. I went the wrong way. Oh no, I'm rooted. Well, that's it for me. We're going to have to figure out where I am in there with a different character. Because I have no idea where I was. Can I consent another character on, let's see, Cradle? You gave Cradle permission. All right, I got permission on Cradle. And I gave permission to Criddle, so we'll figure it out. We'll get a character in there. I'll figure it out. I'm not too worried. That's gonna be a fun CR, yeah. Still can't believe Pantheon doesn't have starting city mate. Yeah, that's another thing. Like, yeah, it's just crazy, man. All right, where are my characters at? Sunken Resort. Oh shoot, Criddle's way down in Sunken Resort. Let's get Criddle out of Sunken Resort. Let's do that. Let's do that. Oh, we got the named. What the heck? The heck was that? I spawned into a named. I mean, I could cheese it. I could cheese it. There is a way to cheese this, and I probably shouldn't show you guys. I definitely shouldn't show you guys. Were you camping this guy? Isar was camping this guy, and I was down here with him for a little while. This was like a week ago. And we were just messing around in this dungeon, kind of trying some things out. Oh, I wasn't checking. Yeah, I wasn't camping this recently. Like somebody else was camping this and left it up. Yeah. Can you kill that? Yeah, I can kill it. I should be fine. Well, I've got your buffs right now, Isar. That's kind of why. Like I've got yeah, exceptional regen. We got haste. Yeah, I'm good. They need to fix this, though. Are any devs in the stream? I would love to show a bug if the devs are in the stream. And I don't know how you guys can fix this, but we figured out how to bug this out. But it needs to be fixed. We bug reported it? Yeah, I just don't know if they know how to do it. Ripper Gauntlets. There we go. Look at that. Oh, great. Now I'm blind again. I don't know why. Why does it do this? My goodness. There we go. Anyway, any devs here? We want to here. Does somebody want to clip this so we can show it to the devs? If you jump right here, and then you jump. Is this what we did, Isar? Jumping. Yep. You jump into there. You can just literally come up here. So somebody clip that, and we can show it to the devs, please, because they need to know about this. This is not good. I will not abuse it. I will go back down where I was, but you can literally swim to the exit. You can literally swim to the exit from here if you want to. And I'm not going to abuse it because I'm not a cheater. If I can get back down. Can I get back down? Shoot. Well, if it'll let me get back down, otherwise we will swim to the exit. It's not letting me get back in there. There we go. Now I got back in. So anyway, that's the bug that we found. Don't abuse that. Definitely show the devs. We need to make sure they know about that. Wait, do I have potions? I might have some potions to be able to get out of here. I've got IVU potion. I don't have any regular invis potions. Abusing it right now, thanks. Yeah, don't abuse it, guys. Don't abuse it. But I wanted the devs to know. So clipping it, yeah. Those elemental sea invis. Yeah, the caster ones do. That's all right. We'll be able to fight out of here. Just it'll take a few minutes. All right. Well, let's just go swimming. Whatever. Let's just go for it. I think I have bandages. Yeah, I've got heavy cotton bandages on me. We'll be fine. We'll get out of here. And then I'll go get my corpse somehow, and we'll just explore Blacktide Bay today. I'm not gonna get much XP on my Beastmaster, which is fine. Not a big deal. It's not a big deal. What are these cons to? These are all green. These are all light green. Yeah, light green. This whole dungeon is level 35 to like low 40s. I don't think anything hits 45 in here. There you go. We'll do a petition or a bug report, and we'll copy and paste that in there for them. 1.5 yellow from 41. Nice. Yeah, once you're 41, we could do some stuff with you, Burl. We could take you into to some places. Me, you, and Isar could do stuff during the day. You could level up, and yeah, I want to keep playing the Beastmaster, but yeah, I need to form groups or something. I don't know. We had fun doing those pugs that we were doing. I had a lot of fun doing those pugs. But I also need to get ready to do the next, whatever the next deep dive class is. Should I level with the Vile Bastard Sword on the SK from start, or is it better weapon? He's starting out. So, the Vile Bastard Sword's good. It's got a pretty good damage delay ratio. The only issue with it is it's a very slow weapon. So, if you are using that, you're not going to attack as frequently, which means that you're not going to learn the skill, the slashing skill, as quickly. That's going to be your only issue. But if you're only using slashing, it won't be an issue. Remind me what type of armor a Beastmaster can wear. Leather. Should be leather. My command is not posting automatically. What do you mean it's not posting automatically? What command? But the beta access command? Oh, you want it just to like every so often just it just goes off? Oh shoot. That's not good. That's gonna pull more monsters. Every 5 minutes? Yeah, I could do that. I could change it's a different command or different setup. I just added in the command. Let me do it. Is it better than Festival weapon? The Vile Bastard Sword, it's one-handed. So yes, the Vile Bastard Sword is better, I think. timers. All right, let me do this, and then beta access, edit this. Control copy. Timers. Add timer. Custom message. Control V. Every 5 minutes. Platforms. Twitch, YouTube. Save. All right, we'll see if that works. We got to go. Shoot. The heck am I? I'm lost, guys. I'm so lost. All right, we'll just all right, that should go off in 5 minutes, Burl. If it doesn't, we'll reevaluate. I should give you access to my somehow. Give you. I don't know if I can give you access to my my bot thing, the Own Pro bot thing, the chat bot, whatever it's called. Be a heck of a lot easier. Be a lot cooler if you could. Have to look in the settings. Yeah, I have to see if I can do that. I mean, I can log in. I wonder if I can make like a secondary login for it. They should probably have that. Any good loot in this place? No. We have killed every named in here that we know of. I mean, we found there's only 2 items on each of the named, which is already makes you feel bad because there's not even 3 items on each named. There's only 2. You know, when you compare it to other dungeons, I personally feel like 2 items I think is good, especially for low-level dungeons. You should have a common and then an uncommon item and have like a, you know, 60-40 or maybe a 70-30 chances so that you actually have a decent chance to get some of the loot from the lower-level dungeons before you just out-level it. Otherwise, it just kind of feels bad. But yeah, there's nothing in here that is actually worth having. We just got this right here. This is one of the items that you can get out of here. And I've got literally 3 pairs of these. Anybody want to use these? I'll give them away. We can do a giveaway on stream for those. Oh, sorry. I've got 4 pairs of those gloves. Oh, boy. All right. Which way we got to go here? Down this? Down this. Okay. 4 per named. I farmed it nonstop. Items are terrible. Yeah. Yeah, there's 4 named and then 2 items per named, right? Or is there 4 items per named? I thought it was only 2. There are 4 items per named? Okay. I thought, yeah, last I looked, there was only 2. Some are extremely rare and they suck. That's the thing about this dungeon, is it's a pain in the butt to do this dungeon. A, it's a pain in the butt to get here. B, it's a pain in the butt to fight here, like inside of it. You're gonna cause lots of trains, and then the gear is not worth it. I can't say if the XP is worth it or not. The XP may absolutely be worth it. I don't know. Yes, I did see that, Caliber. Thank you so much. I did not respond to you on Discord. I just saw it this morning. But yes, I do have it, so thank you. I appreciate that. Yours will be one of the ones that we do give away. We have 3 friend keys to give away, guys. Make sure you're filling out that that thing, ! Beta access, capital B, capital A. Fill out that form. We're going to draw it tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Eastern. You do have to be here to get it. It's better to go to Fallen Pass. Better gear for the same level. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, fill out that form. And we'll be drawing at least 2 tomorrow, maybe 3. We'll see what we have tomorrow. this guy at? This is another issue, is they kind of like get inside of the terrain and stuff. Yeah. You send me the beta access link? All right, sounds good. Oh, there it goes. Perfect. After 5 minutes, boom, it popped up automatically. Love it. It's working. It's working. But yeah, we will do that. You can be on Twitch or YouTube. Is it coming up on Twitch or on YouTube, by the way? For anybody that's over on YouTube side, is that link working? If not, if we can post it in... if we can post it in... It does not? Okay. If we can post it in Discord or something as well, and then people can go to Discord and find it. That might be a good way to do it. I would love to utilize Discord more. I'm trying to find ways to do that. Just throw the command in your stream title. It'll pop up every 5 minutes either way, Italica. But yeah, I mean, it's whatever. I'm going to keep my fingers crossed for 24 hours and hopes I get it. There you go. Just run around like this everywhere you go. Like, why are you doing that? I don't know. Feeling cheeky. Cheeky shenanigans. Alright, let's see. That'd be funny to explain. It sure would. Wait, did we go? We went... We came up from here, right? Yeah, we gotta go this way. Sent you a link in Discord? Alright, cool. Thanks, Esar. Do you have to get me? Nah, I'll be alright. It'll just take me a few minutes to fight out. I'll make it. Oh, shoot. Now we got 3 mobs. We'll see how many characters I can get killed inside, deep inside of dungeons today. That'll be fun. Fighter gate equals slowly killing mobs to the exit. Yep. There is a huge fighter tax in this game. Huge fighter tax. That's why, like, I don't understand why people just don't want fighters to be good at one thing, which is tanking. That's all I want them to be good at, and I want them to be the best at it. That's literally all I'm asking for. Because there's a huge tax on being a fighter. You're looking at it. Early access, you'll be starting fighter? Yes. That's my plan right now, is to be the fighter. We'll see what the deep dive does for them. But fighter should be, at the end, by the time early access comes around, the best overall tank. They are fighters, not tankers. That's true. They are not giant trucks filled with fuel. Or boats. They are not tankers. No, I mean, I don't know, man. I just don't understand it. People are like, no, I want my Paladin and my Shadow Knight to be just as good at tanking as a fighter, but I also want them to have heals and feign death and pets and, you know, all these other abilities. And I'm like, dude, you guys just want to be overpowered. That's all you want. You just want to be super overpowered. For those who was asking for the shield earlier, this is the best shield in the game, by the way. For the person that was asking for Shadow Knight shields, this is the best one in the game, but it was on a raid boss that is no longer available. When that raid boss comes back, this item might return with it. So we'll have to see what they do, but Yeah. All right, what we might do here is just kind of swim out and use defensive. What do you guys think? You underwater? I do, yeah. I am underwater. I have an Endure Breath spell. Yeah, it's right here. All right. Here we go. We're just going to swim out because this is going to be a bunch of mobs from this point forward. So we're just going to try to swim out without dying. If I die, I die, but I shouldn't. Which way is out? This way. Ah. Train to zone. I would shout train, but there's nobody in this dungeon, so there's no point in shouting train to zone. There's nobody here. Anyway, that's the entrance. That's one of the two entrances. The other entrance is this smokestack over here. This little thing, you can swim down in there. But those are the two entrances to this dungeon. But yeah, nobody actually comes to this zone, so there's no point in shouting train to zone. My bind wound skill is at 160? What the heck? When did I use bind wound so much? Oh, where are you at, Isar? I'm going to come to you and get some buffs. Because I got to go retrieve my corpse in the middle of Black Tide Bay. We're going to do a run through of Black Tide Bay. You're at the giant cave? Okay, yeah, you're right over this way. I'll come that way. I'll come to you. Are there sea monsters? I hope that we get a sea monster, like raid boss. I would love to see that. See that? I would like to see like a giant sea dragon that comes to either the Night Harbor docks or goes to the docks over in Keeper's Bite and randomly attacks those locations. And maybe even swims out in, like maybe it roams out in Shallow Shoals. I would love to see that. That would be a really, really cool high-end raid boss where you need, you know, I would say 6 groups in it or something to do it. I would like to see another smaller version of that in this lake right here. Would be really cool. Like a Loch Ness Monster kind of thing that spawns here and just kind of, you know, comes out and fights and whatnot. I think that would be really fun. You don't know about underwater? Yeah, I don't necessarily want it to be an underwater raid, but like a dragon that swims around in those areas, and you need to figure out like what's a good island to pull it to, or you know, that would be part of the strategy. Is where do you pull that dragon to? Fighter should be OP. It's a vanilla choice that ends up being a banger. I feel like that's tradition. Yeah, I don't think that fighter. Yeah, it should be OP tanking, right? That's my opinion. I know a lot of people disagree with me on this. There are a lot of people, I should say. There's also people I'm sure that agree with me on this. But the fighter should be, and just it should have all of the really good tanking abilities. It just should have that. Like, I don't see why not. They don't get much else. Like, that's literally all they do. If you don't make them the best overall tank, clearly the best overall tank, then nobody's going to play the fighter. They're just going to play other classes. They're going to play probably the Shadow Knight and Paladin. So they've got to do something to differentiate it. You, sir, you're running the wrong way. Come back. He just took off. No. There he is. I tried logging out, then back in. Maybe that'll help. Maybe. Maybe. Thank you, sir. Woohoo! All right, now we got to go get... Now we got to go get my corpse. Whee! Thank you, Esar. Appreciate it, buddy. Buddy, old pal. Wait, is this where you were camping? What name are you trying to kill over here? You trying to get that sword, that two-handed sword? That's Ogre. Hey, if you get that two-handed sword, Vein Carver, isn't that the two-handed sword? If you get that and they do a Shadow Knight, if they do a Shadow Knight update soon, maybe I'll play Shadow Knight using the two-handed Ogre sword, the Fell Cleaver. Or the Tree Feller, or whatever the heck it's called. I've only gotten giant loincloths. Are they covered in a yellow stench? I would recommend not touching that. Wait, why am I getting sheltered? Am I sheltered under these trees? Shaded. Oh, I'm sheltered under the branches. Look at that. Sheltered under this branch right here. Somehow, well, under something. For some reason, sheltered is right here. They are green and it describes it. It smells. That's so gross, dude. That is so nasty. Ah. It's a cloak? Wait, the giant loincloth is a cloak? Interesting. All right, let's go in the other entrance to Black Tide Bay. Have I shown this before on stream? I don't think that I have. There's 2 different entrances to Black Tide Bay. Well, I guess there's probably 3. But there's 2. The other one is down this way. So you could go to the one in Evershade Weld, which I've shown a bunch. That's the low-level entrance. Isn't there a giant napkin? There is a giant napkin, yeah. It's off a different. Which is probably also a loincloth. So you can have a ball cover on your back. That's fun. Yes. That's 100% what it is. Think of like sumo wrestling. Right? And if they were to take off their little, covering, and then you throw that on your back, that is what you're wearing with those giant loincloths. And giant napkin. The smells? Yeah, lots of smells. Lots of smells. Yo, what's going on, Cereal? How you doing, bud? You got to fill out the form. Exclamation point, beta access, capital B, capital A. I gave one to an ogre. He said he didn't mind because ogres already smell. There you go. That's a good way to look at it. Am I going the right way here? I feel like I'm going the wrong way. Where's the road? Yeah, we're good. Change my title to beta access giveaway? Oh my gosh. Arrgh. It's a pain in the butt for me to change the title. Where am I at? Well, yeah, we can go this way. You are horrible. All right, fixed. Title fixed. That guy Gith is a legend. Just giving out gear last night. He gave me giant mining axe. Nice, yeah. He that's all he does. That's pretty much what he does all day. Is he gives out stuff. He goes and camps stuff and then gives it out to people. It's where I get all my gear from. That's where, like, I would say, well, 100% of the gear that I am wearing, I got with Gith in some form or fashion. I don't think I got anything without him actually being there. Pretty sure. Yeah, why? Yeah, exactly. Why gatekeep gear? Yeah, we're not going to do that. That's just not us. Yeah, Burl was giving some stuff away too. It's just, yeah, sometimes lower level. But, yeah. Anyway, this is the other entrance. So if you come to, we're in Keeper's Bite. This is the zone to Glass Flats over here. This is going to go like towards Scarwood and Evershade Weld. You got the water down this way. And you have these caves right here. These orc caves. If you go into any of these orc caves, you can eventually make your way to the Black Tide Bay entrance. So you got to go through here. We got to go up this ramp. So however you want to enter here, you got to go up this ramp at this four-way. I believe it's this way anyway, if I remember correctly. Up this ramp. And straight on through to the other side. And then back down this side. And just keep going straight here. And then your entrance is right here. Boom. You got your lift and your other lift. So 2 lifts here. And they take you into Black Tide Bay. Yay. I probably should have clipped that or used that for a video. And this is one of the 2 entrances to Black Tide Bay. So this is, you know, your... this is the higher level side. I don't remember exactly what level. I'm guessing these are Black Tide Brutes. They're probably level 20s, I believe. Okay, so now if we go this way, let's go exploring. I really need to learn this dungeon much better. But this, my corpse should be down somewhere this direction. I wonder if we can come in this, well, let me think. We could probably come in this way with my, whatchamacallit, my Beastmaster. He's got double patrolling wolves. Is Sal dropping on a boat intentional? I don't know. Maybe. They did change some things with that. You got your, ooh. This music changed right there. When I got to the bridge. That's kind of cool. Huh. All right, let's go through here. Yeah. Let's see. We can go 2 different ways here. Let's go up. Yeah, I have no idea where my corpse is in here. We're just going to have to, like, run around and figure it out. But it should be this direction. The Bloodchain Taskmaster. All right. Wait, do I have lantern fuel? Well, shoot. I do not have lantern fuel. That's not going to be good. Oh boy. It's so dark. Probably should have been watching where I was going here. This looks kind of familiar. Ah, okay. This is where we were. And I ran this way to get out. And then we went this way. And then things kind of went crazy. Because I had no idea where I was going. I went this way for sure. And then I went this way. And then I think we got to the end here and we went this way, right? And we got to these guys. And then we went right around here somewhere is where I died. Did I go this way? Let's see. Nope, we didn't go that way for sure. Oh, wait, there's my corpse right there. I went right over it. Okay, I gotta figure out where the heck I am. Drag some corpses at VOZ cave. Didn't know the way back, so Necro got extra corpse. Uh-oh. Alright, I know where I'm at now. I am no longer lost. Wait, yeah, I am. Am I? Wait, where are these? Oh, yeah, those are the bridges. I am no longer lost. I figured it out. Reported a few bugs in the patch. Hey, you play a rogue, right? So how is it working with the rogue? Rogue invisibility in groups. Does it work? I heard that it doesn't work. And it's like, come on. Like, why do we get a patch that says that you see invisibility with rogues in the group, but then you don't actually see them? Feels bad, man. Feels bad. We did it. We did it, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentle people. We have recovered the corpse. Dude, I love listening to the rain. It's so soothing. I could just walk around in the rainforest all day. Love it. I love it. We'll leave it at 69, giggity. Why not? It's very zen. It is. It's so nice, man. I love it. I started the rogue, and since they put doors on all the garrison areas, I couldn't finish the newbie quest. Yeah, I heard about that. They broke the newbie quest. I literally have gained 0 XP today. We've been on for 2 hours, and I've died twice and gotten the XP back, and that's it. Oops. Oopsie daisies. Whatever. Had a major rogue issue last night. Group mates could not see me, or it looked like I wasn't moving. Oh my gosh. We killed stuff so fast. I do the sliced twin blade combo and it bugged. Wait, the sliced twin blade combo bugged it? Dude, I can't zone in. I can't zone in. This is a bug right here. Look at this. I can't zone into here again. After dying, you have to. This is annoying. Reload. Whoops. Reload. And then it works. Weird. All right, we're gonna do a bug report on that because that's gonna be annoying. Bug. Is there a zone bug? Doors, NPCs, performance issues. What would that be under? I guess world collision terrain, NPC pathing, broken item, vanishing items, trading, NPC spawn issues. Combat and ability, environment, art, doors, interactable objects. That's what it would be. Object not interactable. We're going to do that. So, let's see. After dying in BTB and respawning in Evershade Weld, you cannot zone back into BTB using the lift triggers. You must /reload before you can click them. I guess that's the best way to explain that. Right? Like you die inside of Black Tide Bay. I spawned in Evershade Weld. I run to the lifts. I click it. It doesn't work. If I do a reload, it works. We'll do that. I don't know what else to say on that one. That seems like what's going on. All right, let's go explore more Black Tide Bay and see if we can die again. Let's go down. Let's go down this other way that we haven't been recently. And go see what's over there. I need to put my Feral Spirit. Doo-doo-doo. Hey, that was rude. Very rude of you. I was trying to prepare an ability. You should not be coming down here and being so rude. Okay, so this first area is good for around level 10 to 15, right? Pretty much all the Fellstone Centuries, I would say, are good from 10 to about 15. All right, let's see if we can actually just do this. And then we go this way. And then around here. This, oh my gosh. This goes down to the under cave area. There are many entrances to this under cave area here. Many. But let's... Oh, is this a drop down? Can we get back up if we go down here? Can we climb them? Yeah, we can. Okay. So let's go... What the heck? Okay. Why did these attack me? They were indifferent. Weird. Okay, that one's... What the heck? Alright, let's stay up top for now. These are all... annoying. Annoying. Okay, so that's gonna be... So if we go down here... Ah! Why do you attack me so? Yeah, I'm literally the only person inside of Black Tide Bay again. I mean, I love these dungeons. I love that we have this giant dungeon. But it's just not utilized. I feel like it will be utilized more on early access. But for how long, you know? It kind of feels bad. Devs are putting in so much work in a dungeon like this, and then it just doesn't go utilized. What I would like to see, I feel like, to kind of resolve some of this, and I mean, I am getting overweight. We need to make some backpacks at some point. What I would like to see to resolve some of this is... have these dungeons go down to get to other dungeons so that you kind of utilize this like an upper Guck to lower Guck. If you remember in that, like, you had this like level 20 to 30 dungeon that would take you down into lower Guck, which is like a level 50 dungeon. Okay, so that's a dead end there. Let's go this way. Goes to this. We haven't really explored this area much. Is that guy gonna walk off? Go away! There you go. Mainly because no one likes or wants to be in Elfland versus Night Harbor. That's a good point. Yeah, it's part of the problem for sure. Leveled here from 8 to 16 the last couple nights with my guild, but it can be hard to get groups there with the lack of people starting Evershade Weld. Plus, I keep saying people don't use the LFG. Some people don't use the LFG. I still think it's far too easy to solo. I think that's part of the problem. It's just still far too easy to solo in the like overworld areas. So there's no reason to come down here. Like, they're not incentivizing this enough, especially at this level range. Personally, I feel like the overworld areas should be the lower level areas. There should be some higher level areas in the overworld, but it should be like a good 70% of the overworld is low level versus you know, the higher level stuff, and then the dungeons should be more higher level content. And I think it would get more people down here. All right, let's keep going this way, and then I think it turns to the right. So if we go straight here, that'll just loop back around. Or we can turn to the right here, and we get to the Black Tide Raiders. These are the higher level enemies. This is an even con to me, level 27. Okay, so this could be a good place to XP at. Hey, what's going on, Iruhini? How you doing, bud? I prefer leveling in Evershade Weld, but it means either taking a character over there, or making an elf halfling, unfortunately. Yeah, it's definitely tough, for sure. I think both are true. I recruit people often, non-LFG, want to have a few people in my group. Yeah, that's... Yeah, I mean, I've used the LFG tool quite a bit, and it works fine. Oop, we need to switch off of this to go to that. But, yeah, I think it is kind of difficult. Why do I have a second buff? That lasts... Oh, okay, that lasts for 9 seconds. That's interesting. You can actually kind of stance dance in this and keep both stances up. Like if I were to switch to this one... Oh, no, it instantly got rid of that, and then I switch back to this one. It keeps up... Oh, that's Howl of Dominance. Never mind. Never mind. "78 days? Yeah, this game's life support until then. Anyone who's going to play is just waiting for no wipe status. Yeah, I think there's a lot of people that are waiting for that. I would agree with you. All right, we got a dark blue and a dark blue brute. I wonder if we can keep going this way. I think I can take 2 dark blues. What do you guys think? Think we can do it? I mean, what's the worst that happens? I die again? Get some heavy cloth bandages. Okay. And that. Let's meditate. I've personally been chilling out and only playing when a friend is playing and spending that time goofing off on other games since I know I'll more or less be spending 90% of my time. Yeah, I feel that. I feel that. Because I'm going to be doing the same thing. I'm just here now at this point because, you know, I want to help beta test stuff. That's really the only reason I'm still playing this game. Is to beta test. Okay, so that guy's going away. Let's see if we can do this. Let's go ahead and pull that guy. We want to pull him back some. Let's see if we can do 2 blues. Yikes. I'm nervous. Oh, dude, this guy is nuking me. Oh, boy, I got... That's not good. Oh my gosh, dude. Run away! That Acolyte nukes way too stinking hard for me to be able to take 2 at once. This guy's totally gonna attack me. Did he attack me? Oh, he didn't. What? What? Why don't I group? I do group. I want to explore this dungeon and nobody wants to come in here. Oh, jeez. Holy moly. I have 27 health. Oh, there's a Fellstone orc. Oh, no! I almost made it. I almost made it today. Or that time. Oh, man. I was so close. So close. Mm-mm-mm. I tried. I mean, all I've done today is die. I haven't. Now I have not gained any XP today. I've actually lost some. Oh, bummer. Not a productive day. At all. That's okay. Did you die again? I did. I've died like 4 times today. I think that's the place to be, though. Is that general area where I was at? That would be a good place to XP at this level. Oops. I am not using my run speed buff. Let's see if this lets me zone in again this time, or if it bugs out again. If it bugs out again, then it's definitely an issue. Like, we can recreate it by dying inside of Blacktide Bay. We're just doing this for science. I am dying on purpose for science. That's what's happening right now. Yeah, I can't zone in. Reload. Zone in. Yep. Every time. They got to fix that. I don't know what that issue is, but they got to fix that. It is definitely a problem. Look how close I was, man. Feels so bad to get so close. We need Ali in here to fix these issues. Ali! Ali! Actually, let me go run back to town. Let me deal with all my overweightness. I'm super overweight. Oh boy. Every class should be able some form of gate is a big hurdle for me. I agree. I think that every class, well, it's a little different than that. I agree that I think that everybody should have some sort of, oh crap, you know, I've got to go, let me get back to town kind of hearth type of ability. Hey, look at that. People are actually going into the dungeon. What? So yeah, I'm with you on that. I think that should be a thing. And there kind of is something like that in the game. There is a quest you can do that gives you a gate. I think it's an earring. And it allows you to gate to glass flats. And it's rechargeable. Now, the problem is you can't recharge it. But it has charges on it. And there are classes that can recharge those things. So they need to fix that functionality, and then it probably would be okay, because then if you don't have the gate ability, at least you have a way to get out of a dungeon if you're deep inside of a dungeon. And I think everybody should have that capability, personally. I wonder how much XP these orc ears give now. Now that I'm level 27, I'm gonna go try it. We'll go run to town real quick and try that. 'Cause I am curious if it still remains good or not. Yeah, they also give leather, but I'm not worried about the leather. I'm more concerned with the XP. I find myself just goofing off today anyway. So it's kind of like whatever at this point. You know what I should do is get on my wizard and walk through Glinting Hollow and show everybody how to do Glinting Hollow, and then record that and put it on for a YouTube video. We should probably do that. Because I did my one walkthrough video of Glinting Hollow, how to get into it. But I have not done a walkthrough once you're inside of it. I guess I could take my fighter in there and show it too, because now he's over here, right? Let's go this way. Because my fighter actually has all the keys to it. I kind of want to mess around in there anyway a little bit more. Where the heck did the banker go? What the heck happened? Did they move the banker? Wasn't there a banker on this side, and then there was like a another guy on this side as well? Yeah, what the heck? That's weird. If I reload, will it come back? Oh, yeah, there you go. Custom agent in the back. What the heck? That's a weird bug. Let's... Dude, you gotta be careful falling from the trees, my friend. You're gonna go splat. Which way do we go for... How does that happen? I have no idea how that happens. That's weird to me. I mean, I have lost XP today. I don't like being unproductive in a day. It feels bad being unproductive. Okay, we want to go this way, and then I climb... Is it this tree? I think it's this one. Oh my gosh, Wasp. You can't move around when I'm trying to heal you, dude. Okay, let's see how much XP I get turning in these orc ears. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Alright, we can turn them all in at once. We got enough inventory spaces. So if we do 12 of these, let's see. Half a blue for 12 of them. Okay. Oops, battle-worn clasp. That's not what I need to put in there. Back down this way, yeah. Every time you whistle, my parents' dog goes crazy. Nice. I want to play, but I don't want my stuff deleted, so I wait. Yeah, I feel that. I think there's a lot of people in your situation right now. This doesn't work very well on a ramp. There's quite a few people in your situation that just want to play the game, but they don't want to have to start over again. I totally get that. I don't really want to start over again either, to be honest. I have several friends of mine that have played the game and they're like, I don't really know if I'm going to play it again. So I do have people that may or may not play this game when it comes out at this point because they've delayed it long enough. And they played the betas. Basically what Sean was saying, that there's a lot of people that they're going to go so hard in the beta, they're going to be like, no, I got my fill of it, I had fun, and I'm done. I've stopped for now. Don't want to burn out for Deep Elves. Yeah, and I get that. I totally understand that. All right, let's go mess around in Glinting Hollow. Wait, what's going on here? Giving away Eclipse Cleaver and Ironhide Bracer. Anybody want one of these or one of these? Burl has a couple of them at the West Bank. Burlioso. Cinematel, go meet him at the West Bank if you want one of these two things. Go check it out. And we're gonna camp out. I'm gonna get on Criddle, and we're gonna go run through Glinting Hollow and kind of give you guys a run through of that. I'm going to record it. I'll put it up on YouTube, and we'll maybe I'll slap on some pictures of some of the gear that you can get in there as well. I don't take leveling seriously because I'm pretty sure the server locks on October 1st, so I just level alts rather than getting super invested. Yeah, well, what they might do, what Sean's talked about them doing, is taking these beta servers and making it like the beta server for later on. So if you have a character here, it might transition to like a PTR server down the road, so that when they add in new content, you'll be able to test that out. So that'll be kind of cool if they do that. September 1st. Yeah, I think it is September 1st they're going to lock it. But I don't know. I'm doing the same thing with alts, trying to figure out 100% what I want to play on launch. Yeah, I think that's the smart way to go. That is absolutely the smart way to go. Look at this. Now we got a group of people in here. Fermi. There was a guy that I used to play games with, and his name was Fermi. Back in EverQuest 2. He actually sent me a message on Facebook recently asking about EverQuest Legends, and I was like, no, I'm not planning on playing it. But I told him about this game. I don't think that's him, though. I think he would have told me if he was going to play this. Okay, let's go to Glinting Hollow, and we'll kind of run through that. Who do we ask at West Bank? West Bank is Burlioso. B-U-R-L-I-O... Wait, Burlioso. Yeah, B-U-R-L-I-O-S-O. Burlioso. Yeah, Gith is he's out farming stuff right now. He probably has some gear on him. If you want to go all the way out to Scarwood and just be like, "Get me buffs and gear," but you got to go all the way out to Scarwood. I don't think many people are willing to go that far. Sean casually mentioned that the characters might be moved to a test server, so they aren't technically deleting. Just to clarify, yeah, exactly. It very casually mentioned it. They may or may not do it. We'll just have to see. Am I going the right way here? I don't think I'm going the right way. I think we need to go more this way. Wah, wah, wah. I don't know how I got my bind wound to 160, though. That's nuts. How much bind wound did I do? Alright, the Glinting Hollow should be around a corner here. Right over this way. This way. Because I see all the spiders. The spooters. Or Isar, I should ask Fermi. Do you remember him? I should ask Fermi if he wants to play this. Maybe we could convince him to be our healer. That could work. I don't know if it's working over on the YouTube side, Sean. But here, copy, paste. There you go. That should pop up for you. Follow that link. I don't know why the commands and stuff don't work over on YouTube. I have no idea. All right, can we just click on this now? No, we still have to actually get this scale and click. Hopefully they fix that. Hopefully they fix that soon. Okay, so let's take a look at Glinting Hollow inside. If you have not done the walkthrough on how to get in here, I do have a video on the walkthrough on my YouTube channel, so definitely check that out. And it'll give you access to Glinting Hollow. Once you actually have access to it, however, this is a very unique zone in Monsters and Memories, very different than anything else that you have done inside of this entire game, because it's basically layered with floors. So you basically have to go to one floor, do some sort of quest to get to the next floor, to do some sort of quest to get to the next floor. And I'm going to kind of walk you through how to do that, and also probably show you where some of the named spawn. And then I might pop up some things on the YouTube video once I turn this into a YouTube video, and showing some of the different items you can get out of this dungeon. So first floor, you're going to zone in, and you're going to be facing probably this way, I think, when you first zone in, right here with the Lysindra, the Laughing Gale. And if you turn to the right, that'll be your north. Okay, so this is north, and that's very important to know your orientation when you are inside of this zone, because north is always going to zone you out. West will always zone you out. And what I mean by that, I'm probably going to get some aggro running through here, so we'll have to see how this goes. But if you run straight north, you're going to come to this cave right here. And this cave, if you go into it, will zone you out. And we'll do that right now, just to kind of show you how that works. But run through the cave, and about halfway through is where you would transition, either zoning out for the north, zoning out to the west, or if you go east or south, it will take you up to the next level if you have the key. So you have to have the key to do the quest in that area. So that just zones you right back out. And then to zone back in, you just get your glowing Fey key, which I've done the walkthrough on, and that is how you do that. You do have to use the Fey key just like that to get in and out of, or to get out of it, or into the dungeon. But to get out, you just go to the zone. So that's basically that. If you go north, if you go to the west, which is this direction, you have to go west. The cave is up here, so the cave is going to be up there. But to get to that cave, you have to go up this ramp right over here, and it works the exact same way. Go up the ramp into the cave, and you will zone out. That'll work on every single floor. Doesn't matter what floor you are on. If you want to zone out, go north or go west to get out. Cool. So now that we have that information out of the way, let's move on to how to get to the next floor. So from here, this is facing north again. If you look over to the northeast, there's another cave over that way. Let's see if we can do this without getting aggro. So we go over this way to the northeast. And inside of this cave, you have wolves. So you have wolves and treants on this floor. The wolves and treants are not going to be KOS to you at first, but they will eventually become KOS to you in the future. Like as you fight them, there is a faction. This snarling wolf right here in the northeast cave, kill this. It is a placeholder for a mob called Softpaw, I believe is the name of it. When Softpaw spawns, he will say that he's KOS to you. However, he's not KOS to you, and you'll be able to hand him a squirrel meat. The squirrel meat you're going to obtain from the treants that you fight out here. So fight a bunch of treants until you get squirrel meat, and then fight that particular spawn, and you get Softpaw. Give Softpaw the squirrel meat. Then you would kill snarling wolves throughout the entire dungeon, and you would be able to get the drop, which is going to be one of these. I believe it is the nature scale is the first one, so you'll be able to get that by fighting those. Oh, shoot. I just did a reload. I believe that is how that's going to work. Why did these snare me? There we go. I'm running again. The other thing you can do is you can come over here. If you get this treant right here that I'm targeting, the one right here in front of me, this one is a placeholder for, I believe it's called thorn bark or bark thorn or something like that. If you spawn Softpaw, hand him the meat, and spawn the name will drop 6 of your keys to get to the next level. Once you have your keys, you can go either northeast cave, you can go southeast cave, south cave, or southwest cave. They will all take you to the next level. By doing this right here, you just go straight down through the cave. This is the northeast cave. Go straight into here, go around this corner, and it will go, boom, next tier. So now we are on the next level. It also clears your aggro when you do that. So if you get a bunch of mobs and you need to run away, you can kind of zone, semi-zone through that, and it takes you to the next level. All right, so that's the first level. Cool. Everybody good on that? We're going to make some... I'm going to turn this into a YouTube video. So let me go here. Click on that. Close this. Open this. We'll turn this into a YouTube video later on down the road. All right. Goblins, these are also going to be KOS to me. Ugh. So much stuff is KOS to me down here. Let me just kind of sit down and get some health back. And then we'll continue on. Because once we get to the 3rd floor, these are not too bad. Actually, we'll do it this way. We'll do all the floors on Cradle, who has Invis, and then we'll get to the 4th floor, or the last floor with Criddle. Good morning. How you doing? What's up, Robert? And RG, we'll just go with that. Welcome in, welcome in. I'm just kind of going over Glinting Hollow, kind of how it works. That's what we're talking about right now. I've had a lot of people ask me about this dungeon. So, yeah. But, yeah, we're going to take Cradle since he can invis. Is he on the 1st floor? He is on the 1st floor. Look at that. Actually, let's do this. That is the north. We got to go this way. And we'll start here for floor 2. Okay, so we switched over to the wizard here so I can invis, make this a little bit easier. But this is floor 2. This is exactly where we left off on my other character to show off how to get to floor 2. So same exact location, but just know that when you go into like the northeast cave, it'll loop around to a different cave if you keep going straight. You can go backwards if you have the next floor. So like if I have the 3rd, 4th, 5th keys, I can just go straight back this way. So I can basically zone over, zone back over, zone back over, and it keeps taking you to the next floor. And eventually it will cycle back down to the 1st floor. So we can go back this way. This will go to the next floor, go back this way like this to the next floor, back this way again, and you see how it just keeps cycling back and forth until you get back to the original floor, which is going to be one of these. Well, maybe it'll just lock us into these, but basically you can go back and forth here to do that. What I'm going to do for now is just evacuate, which I believe takes me back to the center. Make it easier. Yoink. We're back at the beginning. Cool. So that's how that works. You can kind of go into those little areas and just keep going back and forth. Let's invis again. This is going to be north again. Just remember your orientation is always north. You know, use your cardinal directions. So we're going to go back into the northeast cave, which is going to be this one over here. And then I will show you how this works when you go all the way through to get to the next area. Oh, my invis dropped. That's all right. All right, so we're back in the next area again. Invis. And this is going to be your gobbling area. So you have mystic gobblings everywhere in here. When you come back around, you're going to be coming out of the, I think, southeast side. And I believe these are going to be C and Viz here. Are these C and Viz? These are C and Viz, the monsters down here. So this is the southeast entrance, though. You can go in that just the same way that you go in the northeast entrance, and it will do ultimately the same thing. So just kind of remember that as you're going through. But let's drop down here and we'll talk about how to get to the next floor from here. So this would be right here would be the same as the north east entrance, I believe. But let's go back over this way and see if we can not get aggro. What you want to do here, though, is you're looking for these wisp, the pale wisp. So you will not get attacked by the glowing wisp, even though they are KOS. So the glowing wisp are KOS. The pale wisp are also KOS, but the glowing wisp will not automatically attack you. They are good wisp, I guess, is the good way to say that. Can't jump up there. So the pale wisp will attack you. The idea here for this level, though, is you want to kill the pale wisp only. So come kind of here to the middle, and you want to just fight a bunch of pale wisp. You can see that I have this toxic fumes buff up here. This is going to reduce my strength, dexterity, and agility, and it lasts for 7 seconds, but it keeps refreshing over and over and over. So it's like a 10-second buff or debuff, and it keeps refreshing. If you kill all of the pale wisp, that buff will go away. You're also waiting to try to get to a mob called Bright Spark, I believe is the name of it. It is also a wisp. So by killing the wisp in this pool right here, you will eventually get Bright Spark, and then kill all of the pale wisp until there is no debuff, then kill Bright Spark, and it will drop 6 of your these right here. I believe this is the glinting scale of water area. So you'll drop 6 of these. That'll give you access to the next tier. And that's pretty much all there is in here. I believe there is one more named in here. I can't remember exactly where it is. I'll try to put that into the YouTube video. But it's one of these different caves in here is going to give you the another name that you can fight. I believe it's a gobbling. So that's another mob. I think there's 2 different mobs in every level that you can get for named. So anyway, that's how you get to that key, is by killing the pale wisp until Bright Spark spawns. Kill the pale wisp until you do not have the debuff, and then kill Bright Spark. Boom, get key. That'll take you to the next tier. Strigg near the bush to the exit cave the Drake is facing. Okay, we can add that one. We'll put that in there. So the Drake is facing that cave there. That's this south cave, I believe. Let me get my alignment here. It'll also drop 6? Okay. I wasn't 100% sure on that one. Okay, so that's north. So that would be the south cave. Let me double check. This is north, right? Yes, this is north. So that would be the way out. All right. We'll talk about that then real quick. So here in, this is tier or level 2, the second level that we were just talking about, and this is north right here. So the direction that Lysandra is facing is going to be south, and this is the direction that Strigg is. So I'm also told that if you get rid of this buff right here, the debuff, by killing the Pale Wisp in this area, you can also kill Strigg, who spawns this direction, and you can also get the 6 keys that way. So that would be up here, around this way, through here. So this is the south cave, and Strigg spawns right here where this Mystic Gobbling is located. So that is the 3rd floor, second named. And again, I'll try to put some things up to show you what these different mobs drop, so you have an idea of the kind of loot you can get. You can also follow this around any of the other caves, not north, not west caves. You can follow around to go to the next level, so we're going to do that now. And that's going to take us here to the spider area. Woohoo! Yay, we made it! All right, so we'll put that... So let's get here to the center. I'll show you guys what to do in this dungeon. Where is the... there's additional named in here too, right? There's the name that you have to get, which is the shadow named, which is over that way. No, over... this way. 1, 2... No, it's over... Yeah, it's over that way. There's a spider name, but I don't know which tunnel it spawns in. Yeah, I don't remember either. All right, well, let's go polar align north, so we can talk about this floor. So this is the 3rd floor. We are facing north currently, which is this direction right here. This will again zone you out if you go through there. If you go west, again, that will also zone you out. If you want to go up a floor, you would need to get a key from here. To get that key, you need to turn to the south or to the east over here, and the direction you're going to be going is going to be southeast. This is specifically the name that you need. So we're going to go ahead and viz, and I will show you that. So if you go this direction, you know you're going the right way when you see this big pillar right here of ruins. But right over here, you're going to have a bunch of these shadows that spawn. There are 3 shadows that spawn right here. So you have large shadow, and whispering shadow. I don't remember exactly which one it is. One of those 3, however, is going to spawn as a special type of shadow. And if you kill that, it will then drop your key. I believe it also drops 6 keys every time. You do have to take those shadows, however, and bring them over to these sconces or braziers or whatever, and you have to fight them next to these. If you target these mobs right here, and they will say reveals of shadow when they're next to these braziers. If they are not next to the braziers, so we'll find one out here, it'll say invulnerability, as you can see if I can pull it up. Anyway, it's right here behind me somewhere. It says NPC invulnerability. So to remove the invulnerability, bring them over to the braziers. That mob will then drop your next level, which I don't remember which key that is. It's probably this one, Scale of Decay. Yeah, most likely it's the Scale of Decay. It's the only one that really makes sense for this area. And then again, you would go to the east side or the south side to go through the cave to get to the next area. I'm also told there is also a named spider in here. I don't remember which cave it is in, but if I can remember, I will let you know somehow on the bottom of the screen during the YouTube video. But you can also go in that direction, get the named spider, which also has some additional drops. So now we're going to make our way through one of these caves again and go up to the next floor, which I believe is the winter floor, the ice one, if I remember correctly. So let's go. We'll go through this cave here and get up to the next floor and loops around and boom, winter. Yay, we have made it to the winter floor. Okay, so we'll do that video and boop, boop, boop. A Forgotten Shadow. Yeah, I'll put that. I forgot the name of it. I should have remembered the name of it since it's a Forgotten Shadow. Here, we'll just start down here again. Do it this way. So the shadow in the previous area is called a Forgotten Shadow. That's the one that you want to kill. And that'll take you to this floor, which at this point is probably going to be non-KOS to you. Actually, let me do it this way. Let me get on Criddle, because I don't have the key to the next floor on Cradle. Yeah, I don't have the key to the next floor on Cradle. This is the Ice Pick floor, right? I think this is the Ice Pick floor. Oh, let me, can't. This is the Brazier floor? Oh, okay, this is the Brazier floor. All right, well, we'll do it on Criddle. Ice Pick is after that? All right. Let me switch over to Criddle. I do have this floor for Cradle. I don't have the Ice Pick floor for Cradle. I couldn't solo the mobs fast enough to be able to get the to kill the mobs for that one. So kind of poopy. Okay, so we'll go here, go this way, go. Dang it. There we go. Is this it? Yeah, this is it. Guards you as a comrade. Perfect. Okay, so let's try that again. So the previous floor to get here is a Forgotten Shadow. That is the shadow that I could not remember. But then once you get to this floor, at this point you should be non-KOS to everything on this floor, because everything prior to this is a different faction, and by killing all of those mobs increases your faction to the next 3 floors. This is the first of those 3 floors. On this floor, it is a little bit interesting. So if we go this way, you're going to notice that you have these braziers right here, and you're going to have to light these braziers a specific way, which I don't even think that I have the thing on me to do it, but you need a torch. Very, very, very specifically a torch. If you do not have a torch, it will not light. So the handmade torches that you get from like these right here, these will not work. Handmade torches, all this stuff does not work. You have to have a torch, which you can buy in town, and that's how you're going to do that. What you're going to do is come up to these with the torch in your hand, and you can click these, and that's what you need to do. All right, so let me do that. We'll put that as 5. Let me jump down here. Figure out which way is north. This, I believe, is north, right? Yes, that's north. All right, give me a second. Okay, let me try to remember the orientation here. It is the direction that we have to do. We have to do east. I forget which one it is. I forget the order. Yikes. Do I have that written down somewhere? East, west, south, center, north was the order your group did. Okay, that is the only order that works. So it is east, west, south, center, north. That sounds correct. Let's see. That would be east, then west. Wait, is that right? Let me walk through it real quick. East would be this way, and we got to go up the ramp. Where the heck's the ramp? Oh my goodness gracious, I'm so lost. Alright, which way was north again? Was this north? Yeah, north. Yeah. So we go north to get to the east one, right? What should my point split be on Shadow Knight? Stamina, int, strength? It depends on what you're trying to do with the Shadow Knight. I would say put a bunch of points into agility. So east here. And then you go straight over this way to the west. None of the others. I would go agility first, and then probably strength. East, west. So if we're on the west side here, if we're on the west, facing this way, south would be to the right. That seems off. Why does that seem wrong to me? And that would be this one over here. South. And then we go center. Here, let's get on... Let me get on Cradle. Cradle's got a torch. Oh, shoot. I can't. You got the link? Nice. Yeah, bro, I would go agility and then just throw the other, like, 1 or 2 points that are left over into either strength or dexterity. Probably what I would do. No stamina. Stamina doesn't do enough right now. Not really worth it. All right, do I have the torch? Yeah, torch. Okay, so we got the torch. So I have torch right here. This is the exact torch that you need to make this work. It won't work with any other torch, which we already kind of talked about. So once you have this torch, you are going to click on these braziers in the correct order. So this is going to be north this way. So we are going to do the order. And what you will find out is, as you're in here, is you're going to be taking cold damage. You can see down here, this is taking 5 cold damage every few seconds. So it will not let you sit down and meditate or kind of do really much of anything, because you're just going to constantly be taking cold damage. So you want to turn that buff off. To do that, you're going to take the torch and you're going to light the braziers in a specific order. There are 5 total braziers for the 4 different cardinal directions, and then 1 here in the center. So we're going to go east first. We're going to go take our torch and we're going to go to the east, which is going to be this way because we were facing north. But you do kind of want to go northeast because you have to go up the ramp. So let me see if we can find the ramp. Actually, the ramp is over here. So you kind of go north and then up the ramp over here to get to it. So let's go up that way first. This is the north brazier right here. We're going to go all the way up this ramp. And I'm going to show you when you click on this, you'll see it kind of light up. So that's how you're going to know. So this is going to be the East Brazier. And it kind of just lights up just a little bit when you click it. And it also says the brazier lights up, heating up the atmosphere around it in your dialogue or in your mud window. Now we're going to go to the west side. So basically jump down, go all the way across to the west side. This one is also up the ramp. So if we go west, I believe we need to go a little bit south, and this is the ramp here. We are going to click on this. Boom. And it's going to say it lights up. Now we're going to go south. So if we're facing east from the west, south will be to our right. So we're going to go back down the ramp or just fall off if you want to. And that is the south one right there that you can kind of see off in the distance. Oh. So south, click on that one. It says it lights up. Now we're going to go center. So you're going to go back to the center area here. Click on that. Lights up. And then you're going to go this way to the north. Again, just like always, if you need to zone out, you can go to that north exit there or the west exit. Now, once you light up this one, boom, the debuff will now go away. So I should be able to sit down and meditate, and I will not stand up. I shouldn't be taking any more damage. So now the trick is, how do you actually get the key to the next area? And the next area key is going to be the Scale of Frost, I believe is this one right here. So this is what you're trying to get. To get these, you can kill these bears next to these braziers. You kill them and you will get, periodically, a scale will drop. You can also get the named. The only name that I know of that spawns here, I think there's still 2 named, but the only one that I can show you where it spawns is if you go from the north brazier here, it spawns one of these down here. I think it's this one right here in the center, but I think these guys roam around. So one of these is the named placeholder for the spawn here. Take that named all the way over to that north brazier, or any of the braziers, doesn't really matter, but you do want to kill it next to the brazier, and it has it will guarantee 6 of the keys if you kill it, if you kill a named here. These other snow bears, you just got to kill them and hope for the best, and eventually they will drop. And that's going to be how you're going to get the frost, or the glinting scale of frost, not that one, the glinting scale of frost here, and that will take you up to the next floor. Dryad in southeast corner, static near the middle of East Cave. So southeast corner, we can go show them that. All right, so this would be, where's north? So that would be south that way and east. It spawns just right over here in the corner. Right in the southeast corner. Oh, it spawns right over here. One of these. This guy. Middle one there. All right. Well, let me we'll record that and add that in then. All right, which one was north again? I think this was north. Yeah, that's north. So south, east. Okay. So the other named here is a Dryad. It is going to be in the southeast. So if we're facing north this way, we're going to turn to the south this way and go out here and then turn east a little bit. The other named is this one right here, I believe, is the placeholder. It's one of these 3 for sure, but I'm pretty sure it is this one right there. And that's going to be another name that you can fight on this floor. All right, let's put that as 6 and 7. Okay. Let me camp and get back onto Criddle since he doesn't have the torch. And we'll do the final 2 floor. Well, the final floor to get up to the next floor, and then we'll talk about the final floor. I don't know how. Does anybody figure out how to do the final floor yet? There's got to be a way to do it. I'm sure there's going to be something, but I'll talk about what I know of it, and then you all can discuss and all that kind of fun stuff. Okay, what floor are we on? We're on this crystallized spider. This is the ice pick floor. Yes. Community hasn't found a scale past the mushroom floor, as far as I'm aware. Just the potion quest. Yeah, and that's what we'll talk about. Haven't seen or heard anyone completing the 6. Yeah, I haven't either. All right, let's get to which one was it? It was this ruins right here. It's the ice pick, right? Isn't it? Is it? No, it's not that ruins. It's I get so lost here. Is this the North Cave? I think this is the North Cave. I hope that's the North Cave. No, that's not the North Cave. That's the West Cave. So this is the pick right here, I think. I probably should have done this on the wizard, actually. It'd be easier. Yeah, this is the pick ruins, I think, right here. But I want to get on the wizard and make sure I get the directions correct if I'm going to be telling people the right way. But I'm pretty sure that's the correct one. And that would be the Scale of Ice. Glinting Scale of Ice. Hey. Thanks, Bizzlefig Wig. All right, let me get on this guy, and we'll do it this way because it's easier to get directions when I know which way is north in the center. Let's just go. I don't know why I'm not getting snared. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. I probably should have my, Oh, wait. Slippery. Ha! I can cheat. What the heck? It didn't go away. Okay, so north is this way. Come on, Snare. Wait, Snare works in the center now, too? What the heck? Dispel works? Does it? How long does it last, though? It'll probably only last for a couple seconds. Yeah, there it goes. Yeah, it's like every 5 seconds or something. All right, we got to figure out. That's north. Then which way is... Not those. I think it's this one over here. That is the correct one right there. So this is north. Double check. Yeah, that's north. We need to go southeast. Correct? And we say hail, and we say... Wait, do I have the ice pick? I don't think I do. Wait, no, I do. Ice pick. Here, let's get rid of that because I want to make sure I get a new ice pick. What do you say to this guy? Is it ice? No, it's pick. Help. Or you just hail him. Oh, you just hail him. I'm an idiot. You don't have to say anything to him. You just hail him. Okay. All right, so on this floor, what you need to do is make your way to the center of this floor to Vaelith the Frost Tongue here. You will be snared once you hit the ice in the middle. So this entire area here will snare you. So you will have this snare. You can remove this from anything that removes snare, but it will refresh every 5 seconds. To get rid of that snare, you need to kill these elementals, these frostbound elementals that you'll see walking around on that ice area. If you kill all of the frostbound elementals, the snare will go away. So you can actually walk around freely in this area. Now, what you need to do is come down here to the center, target Valith, hail her, and when you hail her, she will give you this ice pick right here. So this is something you're going to need to then get the key to the next area, which is the scale of ice, I believe. Then you're going to need to kill all of those frostbound elementals. Once you kill all the frostbound elementals, you're going to go to the southeast. So let me see if I can move a little bit quicker here. You're going to run over here to the southeast, and you're going to go to this particular ruins right here, a ruin right here. And from this ruin, you're going to, I believe, pick this up, not drop it, and you're going to do, what is it? Pry? It's one of the commands. It is place pick. It is one of these. Use pick. Use pick. Just click the pick in your inventory? I don't think it's just click in your inventory. If you come over here, though, and you do /look, it'll tell you if you're in the right place, and it says a small... you notice a small crevice in the ground, and then you... Okay, you have to equip it. That's what it was. You equip it, and then once you equip it, you right-click on it to use it. If you look right here, it's got a Break the Ice ability. If you do this without clearing all of the other mobs, it will spawn another mob. So it will spawn another one of these Frostbound Elementals. But if you do it after killing all the Frostbound Elementals and you do not have this snare effect anymore, it will then give you the key to get to the next tier, which is going to be the scale, one of these scales, but it'll say the Glinting Scale of Ice. I don't have that yet on this character, but that is how you get to the next tier. All right, so there we go. Now I'll get on Criddle, and we'll get the last one, or talk about the last area. And then I'll splice all that together into some sort of video to make it actually sound kind of good and doesn't sound like I don't know what I'm talking about. I promise I know what I'm talking about. Just haven't done it in a while. Okay, so once you have the Glinting Scale of Ice, which is this one right here, you would then just go to the north or south sides or whatever to go up to the next tier. This is going to be the Evil Eye floor. Again, these are going to be still Comrade to you or higher level. They're not going to be KOS to you since you've been fighting all the previous floors a bunch, and you probably didn't fight a lot of monsters in the last 2 floors. This is the final floor that we know of, how it works currently and how to get to any further floors. Nobody that I know of has figured this out yet, but what you can do is come up to these different mushrooms. So you'll see several different types of mushrooms in here. You see the white mushrooms, and then you see these green ones over here, and they do different things. So if you come up to them and come up to these mushrooms and you click look, it'll tell you, well, if I get a little bit closer maybe. Gotta wait for that look. There we go. Look, and it says a bright, tall, white mushroom stands before you. So you type in /take mushroom. Oops, if I can spell correctly, mushroom. And when you take the mushroom, you will then get mushrooms, which I don't see. Where did they go? Oh, that did not seem to work. Isn't it take mushroom? Take mushroom. There you go. Take mushroom, and then you'll get a white mushroom if you are next to the white mushrooms. If you are next to a green mushroom, we'll go over to these over here. Actually, we'll go to these over here because it's a little bit easier. Because the two of these are different. So if you actually look at these right here, you have these green mushrooms here, and then you have these mushrooms up here. They're different types of mushrooms. So we're going to go up to these green ones right here, and we're going to do a look. And it's going to say a green mushroom. So /take mushroom, and you're going to get a green mushroom. And then finally, if you go up to these types of mushrooms that kind of look like hearts coming out of the wall a little bit, you look at these, and it's going to say a velvet mushroom is sticking out of the wall. Take mushroom. You're going to get a red mushroom. Cool. And then the last mushroom is going to be a black mushroom. That drops off of named mobs specifically. And you kill those named mobs, and they can drop a black mushroom. If you then take all of those and you come over here to this guy, and you hail him, and then you say, was it understanding? Help further understanding. Take the risk. I think you say risk. And he will give you a mixing satchel. So you come up to this character here, and you say, I think you just can say risk. I don't think you need to necessarily go through the whole dialogue. And he'll give you a mixing satchel, which is, if I have one in here somewhere, right here. So this is a mixing satchel. It is a 2-capacity container. Put that into your inventory, and you can combine different mushrooms to create different alchemical things. I will put a list of a bunch of them all over for YouTube, but you can make a bunch of different potions. I believe there's like 8 or 10. I think there's 10 different potions you can make with those different mushrooms. All right, which way was the named was up? Let me remember. Was it up there? No. That's north. This way, right? The named was to the south. Was it this way? I think it was this one. Let me look. This is not correct. It's the cave with 2 eyes. Yeah, I just can't remember what this cave over here. The northwest or northeast cave? Yeah, it's this cave here. Is it... And which spawn is it? The blinking evil eye? Is that the placeholder? I think that's the placeholder. The roaming one, right? Yeah. All right. So let me get back to the center, and we'll clip that out for the YouTubes. There's another named up here, right? Isn't there a Myconid named as well, or the mushroom named, Isar? Do you remember where that one's at? You didn't farm that one? All right. The Prince? Yeah. Myconid Prince somewhere? Yeah, I'm not sure where it is either. I want to say it was... I don't remember. All right. We'll make it work. All right, so if you're here in the center, this is going to be facing north. To get to one of the only name that I've camped in here is going to be over here to the southeast, or sorry, northeast. Same kind of area that you went to for Softpaw. So you're going to go into here. And the named is going to be the Roamer Evil Eye right here, this blinking Evil Eye. That is going to be the named placeholder for this Evil Eye, which will drop the black mushrooms as well as a couple of items. The best item in this dungeon drops off of that character, which gives you a shrinking clicky. So it shrinks your whatever your target is. You can use it on any character. I believe it is a range. I'll put it up, a link up to it. But you can actually target your group members and shrink them with that. So that is the only one I know of. Where it spawns. The other name that is in here is going to be the Prince. It's a Prince mushroom. So if you clear out some of the mushrooms, you'll eventually find it. But I don't think I've ever camped it, so I'm not sure exactly which one is the placeholder for that. But clear out a bunch of mushrooms, and you will get a Myconid Prince somewhere in this area. And again, I'll throw up some images of the different items you can get off of that. So that is pretty much this entire dungeon. We don't know how to get to the next level. I don't know how to get there. I don't know of anybody that does know how to get there. I'm assuming it's going to have something to do with the potions that you have to craft, drink those potions, etc. Again, I'll put some of those up if I haven't already to show you what the different potions that you can make and the combinations of how to make them. There are, I believe, 10 of those different potions that you can do, and they give you various buffs or damage you or whatever, snare you. They all do kind of different things. Read the description of the item you sent me. Let's see. You sent me an item. This right here. Giant loincloth. A yellow piece of cloth worn by a giant has a persistent smell to it. Nice. Nice. It's gross. That's nasty. 3 spawn by the white mushroom when you leave the Gazer's Cave on the left was what I was told for this room. The 3 spawn on the left, so down here. There's only 2 that are there. Oh, these 3 right here, maybe? 1, 2, 3. Around this thing. Okay, yeah, that might be where it is. Yeah, it's fine. I'm not going to give, if that's not where it's at, then whatever. I gave plenty of information there. I'll splice that up into a YouTube video at a later date. I don't have time to do that right now. But anyway, I just want to do a quick walkthrough of that. I'll turn it into a YouTube video, all that information. Hopefully make more sense. And I'll put that up on YouTube later this week. Anyway, though, for now, I do need to go. I've got to get my kiddo to his camp. He's got theater camp, and he's been having a blast at theater camp. So we got to get him over to that. And before I do that, I need to take a very quick shower because I'm a stinky guy. And I need to jump in the shower and get all that done. So, yeah. For those that don't know, these are no drop, no zone. People will figure that out, though. I'm not gonna worry about explaining all that to people. If they can't read and figure it out, then that's on them. Anyway, thank you so much for being here today. It's been fun. It's been awesome. I do appreciate everyone. Make sure you are filling out that form. There's a link right there in chat. Fill out the form. We're going to be doing a drawing for at least 2, maybe more, beta access tomorrow on stream at 10 a.m. You do have to be here to win, so make sure you are here to win that. And we'll be doing that drawing. I got to get with Burl on how we're going to actually make that happen. But we will be making that happen tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Eastern. So fill it out, and we will all see you then. Take care, everybody. Have a good one. See you next time. Bye.